Hey, morning everybody. Welcome back to Shop's Life. It's Wednesday. We're out of the shop today because like I said in yesterday's video, which you probably haven't seen, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But it's supposed to be, and it is, about 38 degrees today. Very light wind. And I guess it's just time for some outdoor activities, I guess. So we're going to finish up that sawmill project we had the other day. We got to clean the mess up. We got to stack and sticker a bunch of stuff. Got to move some logs around while the ground's kind of frozen, I suppose you could say. So come along, let's have some fun outside today. I don't know where the dog is. Come on. All right, so this is all that white oak that we cut last week out of that little 5-foot or maybe 6-foot log or whatever. It's still sitting out here and it's frozen now, so we need to get that stacked and stickered. So I rounded up this pallet, which is kind of funny that is the pallet that the sawmill came on. So kind of weird to use that pallet to stack the wood on, but that's what we're going to use it for. What else we got here? We should probably get the chicken some treats. I think all 4 of them are bored. So for starters, we need some stickers for that white oak. And I want something about 20 inches long, and everything that I have is 42 inches, 36 to 42, I guess. So I have these, I have a pile back here from the ash that we unloaded last week. So we're going to cut these in half and use them. To accomplish that, I don't know if you ever watched Mike Morgan's channel, but he pulled this thing out of his tractor one day and cut off a tree branch, and I was like, what is that? I had the Milwaukee one, what do they call it, the hatchet, I think. And it's cool, it works, but it's really, really heavy. This is some Chinese thing. My wife found it on Amazon, bought it for me for, I think it's Father's Day or whatever. And it's pretty handy. This thing, it's got no oil on it or nothing, but it works pretty handy, so that's what we're gonna use it for today. We're gonna chop all these guys roughly in half and get stacking that oak. Okay, so we got all that stacked for now, except for the 1-inch boards. We did not put them on yet because I'm going to finish up the other half of this log. Probably gonna get about 4 more boards at 3/4, so we're gonna put that on top and then we'll put the 1-inch. But before we do that, the girls are over here yelling away, waiting for a treat. It's nice out. We'll give them a little treat. Hi, girls. Still only 3 of them eating out of my hand. Better get in here, you're gonna get none. That one must be in the coop doing her business. That's the one that won't eat out of my hand yet. She just sits around and picks what everybody else is missing. The one on the left here, she's a biter. She likes to make sure she gets that and a little bit of finger with it. But you gotta be nice and sprinkle it out. All right, so we got this, the other half of this white oak, put it back up on the mill. There's not a lot of lumber in it, but there's still a few, I'm thinking probably 4 good pieces in there yet. So we're gonna get it stood up here. I think we're just gonna take a rip off the top, try to get it squared up into like not a square cant, but squared up into something. We got the, just threw some fresh fuel in the mill, start it up, let it run warm up a little bit. And we'll see what we can make out of this quick. watching last time I finished that oak, I said that blade was at the end of its life, and I thought we could get a few more out of it. But it has obviously got a tooth way out of set because it's leaving some pretty nasty marks. So we're going to throw in a new blade. And when I say new, we're not going to throw a brand new one on. This will be throwing a sharpened blade on. I saved the new blades for the good wood. And the next log that we have coming on is going to be a big pine with lots of bark. And we're just going to probably cut that into 2x6s. And I don't want to waste a brand new blade on that. So we're going to throw this resharp on. And no, I don't sharpen my own blades. I don't have the tools to do it. I wouldn't mind having them someday, but they're expensive, as everybody knows. Well, you probably don't know unless you own a sawmill. The tools to sharpen them can get pretty pricey, and the time versus material, for instance, how long it would take, or a blade right now is about $17, maybe 20. Last time I bought them anyways. And to resharpen them, I got a guy south of Dubuque that I found on Facebook Marketplace that'll sharpen them for $8. So again, the deal, it's not a huge deal, but it's a little bit of savings. The blades are not as nice as brand new, but it's better than just throwing them in the garbage, right? So now that we got that cut, you can really see the chatter plain as day, can't you? So that's a tooth out of set. One's digging deeper. Same thing on the second cut. That's where we switch the blade to. Perfect. So we got all those 3/4 by 10s stacked and stickered over there. So these are those 1-inch slabs that we took off the top of the last log, and they're all split right about here. But there's still 6-8 inches of wood, probably 3 inches up here. So we're just set it up. We're just gonna straight line this edge, get rid of the bark, and throw them on top of the pile. So we're gonna get them done real quick while the saw is warm. All right, so we got those 1-inch pieces put on top of the 3/4 inch pieces. Stacked them all up nicely, stickered them real nice. What we'll probably do, I put them out in the driveway for now. I think we're gonna probably put those in the garage somewhere for the winter and just let them slowly dry. That way they're not out here in the weather. But I need to decide if I'm gonna put some weight on it or if I'm gonna strap them tight. So out here by the sawmill, I have all this cherry log, the cherry lumber that I milled over the summer. I think it was 38 trees. So this is going to be the wood for the walls inside of the garage. And you see on the top, I have slabs going across it, and then those are red elm logs. And red elm's pretty heavy, pretty dense material. So that's basically my counterweight pushing down on all those stacks. So this back here is, these are 2 walnut logs, which is the orange ones up top, and then the bottom ones are hickory. Both hickory, yeah. These are cut into anywhere from 1.5 inch to 2 1/4 inch slabs. And on these here, you can see what I did is I just went out to the old Harbor Freight and bought a pile of whatever was on sale ratchet straps. And then every month or so, I'm out here walking the dog, just come out here and give them another click. Keep them strapped tight. Is that the proper way to do it? I don't know. You tell me. I'm not a professional at this kind of stuff. This is just the way I think of it. If it's strapped down and it can't move, it should work, right? So that's probably what we'll do on the white oak. Probably put 3 or 4 straps on it, find a spot in the garage for it, and tuck it away for the winter. So it's about 2 o'clock now. We have probably an hour and a half of sunlight. Well, we got a little more than that, but I need to run in town before my paint store closes. And then I also need to take the dog to the park and walk her, since it's nice out. But my next project that I want to get done today, since it's nice outside, are these things. So these here, there's these 2 logs here and this one over here. They're pine logs that one of my tree services dropped off. I would have never went and bought or picked these up. But when they deliver to your house for free, whatever, we'll make something out of it. Problem is they're 12 foot 6 inches long, 13 feet long, and my tractor doesn't even think about moving these things. I can push them all day, but I can't pick them up on the front or the rear. I've tried multiple times. So I want them out of here for the winter for plowing snow. So I think what we're gonna do is do the old chain sling around the end of it, tie it up to the box blade, and see if we can drag it down, around, up and over, and get it back to the mill. If that goes well, then I'm probably gonna pick one of them and see if we can put it on the mill. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but basically got a chain around it, another chain going up to the 3-point, to the top thing, or not the 3-point, but to the quick hitch. We're gonna pick it up and see what happens, I guess. That's all I can do. Few things in life I don't like. Mice are one of them. I mean, I'm not scared of them, but I hate them. Make a mess out of everything. But yeah, he rode that log all the way back. It was like a little bobsled ride to him, I guess. Hope you enjoyed it. Now he's gonna move into one of my parts cars and hang out for the winter, I guess. Oh well, we'll see him in the spring. Well, I drug all 3 back there just fine, but sure made a mess out of my freshly graveled driveway that I just did last week, but oh well. We'll put the box blade back on it. We'll drag this up. A couple days, you'll never know what happened. Well, now what, huh? Well, all in all, it was a pretty good day. It's still sunny out. The sun's just gonna head over the hill there, so it's gonna get dark here in about 45 minutes. We just stopped and seen the girls here at the coop. Left me 4 eggs in trade for the treats that I gave them earlier. Not really, they don't care. 2 eggs yesterday and 2 today. I didn't get out here yesterday before they went back in. The short days anymore, you know. And as far as back here on the mill, we got this big bastard on here. It did not come without damage though, evidently, because the guide down here, as you can see, is not lined up anymore. So put that on my to-do list. We'll just pry that back up. Looks like it's bent down there a little bit too. Oh well, it's part of the deal. So yeah, so we got the 3 logs back here out of my way. That's just awesome for plowing. And then we got 1 on the mill, and then I'll leave the tractor back here. So I don't know when it's supposed to start raining next couple days, but there's rain for the next 7 days. Christmas Day is supposed to be like 50 degrees and rain. That's Monday. Today is Wednesday. So my theory is, and this is what I usually do when they're calling for rain, but it's dry, I'll get a log put on the mill. That way it's on there. And I'll leave the tractor back here. That way I don't have to travel through the mud. So if it does get nice out, but yet it's muddy, I at least got a log on there and I can go out and get some milling done. You know, anytime you can be outside in the winter, especially when the sun's out, is a good day. So with that being said, I'm gonna take my score of eggs here into the house, get them put away. We're gonna grab the dog. We're gonna run back into town and get the gallon of clear that I forgot to pick up this morning while I was in town. And then we're gonna take the dog to the park, take her for a walk, get her a little exercise since it's nice out. And then by then it'll be dark. We'll be back in the shop doing some more painting, I guess. So thanks for tagging along today. It was a good day. It's nice to be outside. We'll see you guys next time.